The latest, India has suspended issue of visas to Canadian citizens until further notice. As per a notice put out by the BLS International, which is the online visa application center in India that provides visa consultancy services, the visas has been suspended due to operational reasons. That's the notice that's been put out, precisely saying suspended until further notice due to operational reasons. Remember, just yesterday, Indian authorities had issued a hard-hitting advisory on hate crimes, urging Indian nationals and students in Canada to be cautious. All of this started when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused India of having a role in the Sikh leader's murder, Nijjar, post which Canada had expelled an Indian diplomat as well over what it calls the involvement of foreign government in its internal affairs. And within hours of Canada's provocation, New Delhi then retaliated by expelling a senior Canadian diplomat in a tit-for-tat move. Earlier, Canadian journalist Daniel Boardman exclusively spoke to India today on the current diplomatic situation between the two countries. Let's have a listen.
This is not a diplomat here and some BS travel advisories of, oh, don't go to Canada, don't go here. This is real. This is going to seriously affect Indian Canadians, Indians wanting to come to Canada, people wanting to go to India. It's going to be a mess for a lot of people, and it's going to look really, really bad on the Canadian government. And it's going to force this. I mean, the Indian government's forced the Trudeau government's hand domestically into addressing this situation. And unless Trudeau can, tomorrow release this report that he's got and it's dynamite, there's really nothing he can do. And if he thought he was just going to score an easy win here and distract from the Chinese interference scandal, and this would just be a lot easier to handle, India would be easier than China. Turns out that might not be the case, and this is the Indian government throwing sort of an opening salvo, showing that they have leverage over Canada, they can push buttons, and if Canada wants, for lack of a better phrase, if Canada wants to play, they can play.
All right. Now, we know this has really led to a lot of confusion whether or not Indians are going to be able to travel to Canada or Canadians will be able to travel to India. Here are a few questions that we've addressed for you. What happens to your visa, your current visa? Well, no bar on traveling by valid Indian visa holders. That's what we know for now. Now, you may wonder if you can travel to Canada at all, then what we understand here is that there's no bar on Indian travelers at all. Of course, concerns over whether your child, if you have a loved one who is in Canada, will they be able to return from Canada to India on the existing visa? Yes, absolutely yes. There's no problem for valid Canadian visa holders. And what about holidays? Of course, visitors with valid Canadian visa can travel, but if you want a fresh issue of visas, at the moment, seems like there's a halt to it.